Hello guys, and welcome back to another Mesozoica update. So it's been quite some time, over a month since I've done a Mesozoica update, and I do want to apologize for that. I haven't intended for it to be this long, but it's just sort of worked out that way with all the stuff I've had to do recently. And I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case anymore. Obviously I'm going to be uploading over the weekends now whenever I can. And I feel like we're going to have some good progress, especially given what we have recently been given by Mesozoica. Now, this was a little over, almost a month ago when this was released, and I was actually planning on doing an update on the live stream that occurred on the day that they released it. However, just never panned out, and I didn't want to do it after the fact because it would just be weird. So I'm doing it now because I now have enough information to do a full update that I feel is complete. So let's get right into today's episode, guys, and I'll just start off right off the bat. We have two new skins that they're calling the Operation Frostbite skins. Obviously, these are based around the idea of snow biome. I think it's kind of interesting that they've thrown this in there. I think it's kind of cool, especially given the later details, which I'll cover in just a second. Obviously, then they also have a new dinosaur. I do want to have you guys guess which dinosaur this is, as they have not yet released specifically what dinosaur it is. However, obviously it's going to be a small theropod. It does look like it has some wings on it. And that's pretty interesting. Obviously it shows that their list is growing to over 30 creatures, which I remember, if I counted correctly in the a couple episodes ago, there was at least 50. So over 30 obviously is a little bit of an understatement when they say it like that. And then, last but not least, this is by far the most important part that I'm going to be talking the most about, and it is when Mesozoica is going to be released. And that's pretty significant, obviously, given how long we've had to wait for it. It seems like every episode I get a comment asking when it will be released, if I know a release date or anything like that. And until now, I've only been able to guess at it. I've always been able to guess, like, a couple months in advance, but most of the time it hasn't panned out. But now we know for certain that it's going to be available December 23rd on Steam. So obviously, pretty significant that it's going to be coming out that soon. That's only from the recording date today, October 23rd. That's only a couple months away. And obviously that's pretty cool. That's only 2 months more of waiting before we finally get to play the game. Now, when the game finally does come out, I'm going to obviously not be doing Mesozoica updates as much, if at all, and I'm going to be switching completely over to playing the game, because obviously we've had enough of Mesozoica updates by the time the game comes out. However, if there's new game mechanics or features that come out, I will obviously cover those in a Mesozoica update. They just won't be as consistent as they have been, although given the recent month of uploads, obviously that's a little bit of a overstatement there. But either way, that's pretty cool that it's going to be coming out in only a couple months from today. And I feel like that's going to be a lot of publicity for the game. Obviously, they're coming out a full year, or almost a full year, before the new Jurassic Park building game, which obviously would cut into their popularity a bit if they had come out after the fact. However, I feel like this is going to work out pretty good for them. They're going to be a well-established game, whereas the new game might come out with some bugs or errors. We don't know quite how it's going to work out yet, if it's going to be published on Steam. From what I've seen so far, it's only going to be on... I thought it was going to only be on Xbox, but I might be wrong there. But with Mesozoica, it's going to be cross-platform. I do get a lot of questions on this, but they have not yet said if they're going to try Xbox or PS3 or PS4 or Xbox One even. They've talked about it, but they haven't confirmed that they would do it, just because obviously that's a lot more to do on their already pretty busy schedule, which is why they're already over on so much time. However, they have brought it up before, and I wouldn't rule it out completely. But Mesozoica will have a much bigger fan base by the time the new game comes out, so obviously that's a good thing for them that they're coming out beforehand. When it does come out, though, I will be doing a Let's Play. I'll leave it up to you guys what you want to see happen in those Let's Plays to an extent. There will be one that's mostly fan-driven and one that is done by me alone. And so you guys will be able to choose what you want me to do in every episode. Obviously, I'll look at your comments, see what you have to say, and then based on that, I'll make a decision. And then I'll also be playing a game where I make my own decisions for what I want to do with the park. But that's it for today's episode, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you spread the word that Mesozoica is finally coming out with a scheduled release date. And I will see you guys next time.